Your business owes back taxes. Now what? What to do when your business needs to pay back taxes? Your business taxes must be filed and paid before the due date. Otherwise, you'll be forced to pay back taxes. And this is especially important for the small business owner, as back taxes can create a great deal of damage to long-term prospects. Here's what you can expect if you fail to pay your business taxes on time. Back taxes often come with a 5% interest rate, along with possible fines, and this could increase your debt levels significantly in a short period of time. And if your business owes any taxes, the IRS will withhold any refunds your business qualifies for until the total amount of outstanding debt has been cleared. And if a company owes the government back taxes, the IRS may determine the amount you owe in a way that's much more costly than it would be if a tax preparing service calculated it. In some cases, the IRS can take away company assets to pay this debt. For people who are self-employed, any money you earn while the tax debt remains outstanding will not be communicated to Social Security, and this could reduce the amount of money you have for retirement. It often becomes much more difficult to qualify for loans and other forms of financing that insist on having your tax returns. What should you do if you owe the IRS back taxes? Here's what you'll have to do if you receive word from the IRS that you failed to pay your business taxes. Don't try to wish the problem away by hiding from it. It's all too easy to stash the IRS notification away and put off confronting the problem, but things will get worse for you and your business the longer you wait. Put repaying the IRS at the top of your priority list. In order to pay your back taxes, you might have to put off paying your company's suppliers. If this turns out to be the case, do so without hesitation. The IRS can do a lot more damage than a supplier can if you fail to pay what you owe them. Contact a tax expert. Ask them for help. The tax professional you use, often a tax preparer or your accountant, can advise you on the best ways to handle the back taxes and minimize the damage. Take constructive action. Don't wait to contact the IRS if you owe back taxes. Reach out to them immediately and give them all the information they need. At this juncture, it's imperative that you demonstrate how willing you are to work with the IRS to clear the debt. What other options do you have? If an error caused you to miss the filing deadline, file the past due returns just as you normally would. And if you simply weren't prepared to file your return on time, ask the IRS for an extension. This won't decrease the amount you owe, but it will give you and your tax professional some breathing room while you get your return together. If you did file your return but were unable to pay the total amount of what you owe the IRS, request an extra 120 days to pay the balance in full. You can make this request online using the IRS Online Payment Agreement application. The IRS Online Payment Agreement application. And if you can't pay the debt in 120 days, check to see if you qualify for an installment plan. This is an option for companies that owe less than $25,000 in various forms of business taxes, penalties, and interest. Another requirement is that you be able to pay the back taxes within 24 months. Use the online payment agreement application to apply, and you'll receive an answer immediately. If your request is approved, plan for an automated debit payment from your bank account so that you won't have to stress over missing an installment. And if you don't qualify for the installment plan or can't pay the full amount in 24 months, you still have other options. If you don't qualify, contact the IRS to submit the necessary paperwork. And if you can't pay within the allotted 24 months, check to see if you're eligible for the Offer and Compromise plan. This is a last resort option that lets you clear the debt for less than the total amount you owe if the IRS cannot reasonably expect to receive the entire amount from you. The IRS will take many things into account when deciding this matter. These include your financial situation, expected income, expenses, and total assets. In order to qualify, you must be up to date on all your returns, and you cannot be bankrupt. Check here to find out if you're eligible. Putting it all behind you, after you've cleaned up the mess your back taxes caused, take every measure you can to prevent this from happening again. Even if you can't pay the total amount of your business taxes, it's still imperative that you at least file your taxes by the due date. File your taxes by the due date. And lastly, make use of the IRS calendar tools to ensure that you never fail to meet a tax deadline again. This information has been brought to you by UCPAA.